Hey y'all, it's me. This video is hosted with me and my bestie Sabrina at Sabrina's Craft Nanigans. This is Thrift Flip Thursday. Used to be Thrifted Thursday, but we decided that sounded more like things that we got that we're going to show you that we thrifted, but we actually flip the things that we thrifted. Oh, Lord, don't let this whole voiceover be like this, Lord. But anyway, so we have, like I said, a lovely group of ladies that's joining us. So make sure that you check out the links in my playlist down there. And we are going to be doing thrift flips, yard sale flips, dump finds, makeovers, trash to treasures, you name it. We're doing it. Okay, we're taking stuff that's old and making something new and useful, okay? Or new and beautiful. So make sure you check everybody out down there and give them some love. And I have Sabrina, of course, linked down there. So check them out. Now, let's get started, my friends. Okay, so I only have one because this one took me 2 days. But this ugly box caught my eye at the thrift store, and it was $4.99, I think. Let me hold it up. It might be blurry. My camera's crazy. Yep, it's $4.99. And when I seen it, I thought, sewing box. That's me. I don't know. It's $5. But anyway, it's got this leather strap here, and then you just twist it like those old cigarette cases. My mama had those. I didn't. Okay, that is just ugly. That I don't know, but it's got these rivets in it, and I don't really know what's it attached to, but I do know that it is sewn in there with fishing line. Okay, so I have to snip and all the way around this thing because there's fishing line. I mean, it's just intertwined with this basket, and I got to get all of this out. So that's what I'm fixing to do, is just snip all this fishing twine and pull this thing out. And I realized that the top is attached to a board, and that's what the rivets are in. See that board in there? Yeah. All right. So I got it out, and all the rivets are in there, and I can't get the rivets out of the board, so we're just going to scrap that board. It's just a thin piece of plywood. So I have some thick cardboard I'm going to put in there. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is just a piece of paper all cut up and stuck in there. And I'm not going to stick that back down in there, I don't think. I'm not sure. But here's a piece of, this is the thick cardboard. And I'm going to go cut that after I measure this. So this right here is the inside, and it's sewn together. So I'm just going to take my seam ripper, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to I was going to say ream sip, and it's seam rip. I'm going to take this apart. Okay, so this is a long strip that went around this little rectangle, okay? So I'm going to take it in there, and there's the fabric I'm going to use. So I made paint, okay? I just put all paint colors together that I had, and it is chalk paint. And I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush here. I'm telling y'all something. This tore my hand up. My carpal tunnel was screaming at me that night. I had to wear my brace to bed. Sabrina's been having trouble with her wrist too. I told her, get a brace. It works miracles. Wear it at night. You wake up a whole lot better than when you went to bed. But anyway, because I had to circle all the way around this with these brushes and go in those little cracks and crevices and just smush in paint. But I'm doing the whole thing, okay? Now I'm in my sewing room. The color is terrible because I don't have a light in there. But I'm taking that strip I got right there, and I'm ironing it, okay? And the reason I'm doing that is because I saved this so I could have a pattern. I've never done anything like this before. I don't know how to make no insert for no box. The best thing I know is to take what you had and use it as a template or a pattern, okay? So my fabric is folded in half. I folded my little strip in half. So I'm just going to take my ruler, and I'm going to take my rotary cutter right here, and I'm going to cut that piece out. And that is going to be my strip to go around my little basket. I'm going to call it a basket liner. That's all I know to call it, is a basket liner. So I'm going to cut this out to make it go, and then I have to sew it. I cut right on my ruler. I said, oh, I just bought this thing. I said, oh, honky donkey. Anyway, now I'm just going to cut this off. I don't know why I got to show y'all I'm cutting this. It's just rotary cutter going down the fabric, down a ruler. I mean, I'm checking my ruler out because I was not happy about it. Anywho, so now that color looks terrible, don't it? If I ever do sew it Saturday again, I'm going to have to get some lights in there. That's crazy. Or adjust my camera or something. But this is the cardboard. I cut it to fit the bottom. And I'm going to cut out from it, because we're going to have to fold it over to glue it to the back to tack it in the thing, okay? So, yeah. So here I'm just cutting those two pieces apart. I'm going to use one for the top and one for the bottom. And then I'll use the extra pieces for some things that I need as far as the straps and whatnot, stuff like that. So, and then I do put pockets on this, and I realized my camera was not running when I was doing the pockets. So I'll have to explain that a little bit in maybe the final reveal or a little bit later. But anywho, so I'm just using all this fabric as patterns, and I'm cutting all this out, okay? Oh, well, that was fast. I'm not gonna... What am I doing now? Oh, I'm finna show you. So I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to pin it all the way around. When I get to the corners, I have to fold it a certain way. Now, y'all, I totally messed this up. Like I said, I never did nothing like this before in my life. It came out absolutely beautiful, but I folded my corner, okay? And I'll even show you how I did it. And see, I took it and I folded my corner like that. I should not have folded it over. I had to take it out and redo it. And that's just fold it. I took the stitch out because it lapped it over, popped a stitch. Anyways, you might want to find somebody else that can sew a liner better than me. But anyhow, it worked and I was happy about it. So I'm going to take this in right here, and I'm going to take a piece of fabric, and I realized that was going the wrong way. So I'm going to use this fabric and take this that I just cut out, and I'm going to cut two pieces out for my straps that hold my lid on so it don't yank back all the way. Alright, now that I got the two strap pieces cut, I'm going to fold it in the middle, and I'm going to iron it a little bit. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to fold one piece over. You ain't got to iron it. I'm a perfectionist person when it comes to this part, sewing, especially most of the time. And then I fold it over in the middle to meet that other piece of fabric and iron that down. And then I'm going to flip it and match my edges. And then I'm going to iron that. See? Match your edges. I'm telling you. I'm OCD when it comes to sewing. If it ain't, I used to be so bad when I would sew something, if it didn't come out right, I wouldn't rip it with a seam ripper. I would throw it in the garbage and do it all over again. That gets expensive. So anyway, now I'm at the machine, and I am just running a stitch all the way around to stitch that banding. And this is where I went over. I should have stopped, flipped it back over, but I didn't. I stopped, pivoted, and then went. So I had to pop them back up. Make sure when you're sewing, if you ever sew something like this, or if you ever sew, take your pins out, because I hit a needle one time, about poked my eye out, and then I hit a needle another time, and it costed me $250 to take my machine in to get it fixed because it bent my shaft. So don't run over your needles, okay? If you're a sewer, don't run over your needles. Now, you can glue this. If you wanted to hot glue it, you most certainly could hot glue it. If you want a fabric tack, you most certainly could done that. I am going to put this on my Whatnot show and sell it. So I wanted to sew it to make it sturdy and kind of neat. So I know with hot glue, you'll have hot glue bumps and lines and all that jazz. So this right here barely fits. So I'm going to fold it over and I'm just going to stitch down it and just catch it. I just caught it. I think I show you. Yeah, I just barely caught it, but I'll glue it down so it don't matter. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to clip all my threads because they get on my nervous system, I'm telling you. And then I'm going to sew my strips. And all I do is I put my needle all the way to the edge of my foot and then run my little strip down it. And then I flip it over and I sew the other side. Now you can glue this as well. That's totally up to you. Oh, if you ever do this, I don't know if you'll ever find a box like this. I really don't know. Now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to sew the edge around the top of that because I want it finished when I am going to glue in. I am not about hand stitching. I'll just tell you. And I ain't going to use fishing line. I'm not going to stitch this back in. I'm going to glue it back in. It'll be just fine. So I'm going all the way around here and sew this hem. Okay. Ooh, I'm rolling up my sleeves for this. There is the pocket piece I made. And all I done was take a piece of fabric. And it was a pretty good piece. Folded it over. Sewed the edge. You can glue the edge. Right sides together. Flip it inside out or right side out, and then I stitched it to the bottom here. Now I'm gonna take look at that. Oh, Mod Podge boogers. Oh, I hate that. It's so gross. Anyway, did I have to say that? Nope, I did. So I put a thick coat on there, and I mean a thick coat, and then I dried it with my heat gun, and then I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna try and get it as centered as I can. I ain't measuring a thing, so yeah. But I feel it with my fingers, and it feels about the same all the way across. So I just, that felt good to me. So I'm going to take my iron here, dry iron, and I'm going to iron all this down. Now, it's stuck. It's stuck good. So I'm going to fold my corners in, okay? And then I'm going to hot glue my corners, and I'm going to do that on all four corners, and just glue them down. Then I'm going to take, when I get my corners down, I'm going to put a lot of hot glue on here. And then stick it down. I'm going to do this all the way around. Y'all, I didn't even have a voice yesterday. I was losing my voice. My throat was very sore. So at least I'm not squeaking, but I can't talk. All right. So now I wanted you to know I painted this white. I painted it all green. I didn't like it one iota. So it's not white. It's it's ivory. Okay. And then I distressed it. Okay. You know me. I had to distress it because this fabric looks vintage. So now that's going to pop right in there. Okay. But, I am going to take, I thought, am I going to put that back in? Because it felt like a basket, and I didn't want it to feel like a basket, but I did not. I cut a piece of cardboard and put it down in there. But I'm going to, had dirt on it. I'm going to check and make sure this fits, and it didn't, okay? Just going to tell you, it didn't fit. Told you, I never did this. I don't know what I'm doing. So what I had to do, it was sagging in some places, so it needed to be drawn up. So I'm going to go in the sewing room, and I'm going to take that stitch out. That one stitch that folded that fabric over. Now, I should have mitered my corners, okay? I should have, but the other one wasn't like that, so I just did what the pattern, what it was. So, anyways, it ain't no big deal. I'm just gonna go sew a little dart down it. There's my little dart down it, and yeah, I was flicking my dart. And then I'm gonna stick it down in here, and then I said, no, I start gluing it in, and then I had to pop it back out. But, I wanted a piece of cardboard down there because it feels really yucky and I didn't like it. So what am I going to do? There's the cardboard. Okay, so there's the cardboard and I tack it down. I do. I go back and tack it down before I get it done. I'm going to tack it down. And then there's a ridge underneath of there. So I'm going to put the glue on that little ridge under that other little ridge, and you see my old gray hair, and I'm going to pop this thing right down in there. I'm going to do that all the way around, okay? And I'm going to do the top. Now, on the top, what am I doing? Oh, it was moving. It was moving. So, after I glued that down, I'm going to take Mod Podge, and I'm going to stick my fabric down. Okay, I'm going to stretch it and stick it down and just Mod Podge it. I'm not going to iron anything. It stays, trust me. So, yeah. Man, my head. What am I doing a video? You know, where would I be if I didn't have a headshot, right? Because just, yeah. Anyways, look at it. It's wrinkled. I had to pull it up and fix it. But anyways, I did fix it. It looks great when I'm done. So I take these tabs, and then these are the little straps I made, and I fold them over so that, you know, it's not no raggedy edges. And I'm going to glue one to the inside, and I also glue it to the basket, okay? I'm not just gluing it to the fabric, because the fabric will stretch out there. So I'm going to glue it to the fabric, and then I'm going to glue it to the basket as well, and I'm going to put one on each side, okay? I was only going to use one, and I thought, no, I'll just put them both on in case one gives up the ghost. Yeah, I put one on both sides, okay? When I get those on, then I'm going to take, and I want a piece of lace here because it looks just like a big solid piece with a wrinkle in it. So I'm going to fight with my Fabric Tech bottle. Ugh. I stored upside down, and it just would not come out. I had a blob in my hole and couldn't get it out. So I had to get a rag and pull it out. So I'm still fighting with Fabric Tack, which is okay because I don't want a big fat line of glue or blob of glue. So I'm just going to put a thin line and then lay my lace down, and then I glue it and tuck it down the sides. There, I'm tucking it down the sides. So yeah. All right. Now that I got everything good to go, I seen this. This is how it works. It folds down under there, and they didn't put that bottom one on straight, and there ain't no way I can move it because it's already riveted in there. So because I painted it, I had to go back and forth. I might have to put a little oil down there. I got sewing machine oil. That'll work just fine. Just a little squirt will be fine, but it looks plain, doesn't it? I think so too. So what are we going to do for that? Rub and buff. Oh, no. First I wanted to darken the sides and stuff, and I thought this would work, but it didn't work, so I'm using Rub and Buff. So there's what it looked like aged, but it just wasn't good enough for me. So I'm going to take, I don't know if this is gold leaf or antique gold. I'm pretty sure it's not the bright gold, because y'all know I don't like gold. I don't even know why I bought that, but anywho, I'm rubbing it on with my finger. Okay, that didn't work. I ended up getting like a little brush, and I really went to town on it. But I love it. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, just slips down in there, and then you twist it, and we are getting ready for the final reveal. Oh, wait. Don't forget to check out everybody in the playlist, y'all. Now, look at it. Isn't it beautiful? I'm in love with it. I kind of don't want to sell it, but it is going on my whatnot. I can't keep everything I make. That gets me in trouble. So yeah, look at that beautiful distressing on it. I love it. Look at that aged leather thingy. I might could have left that brown. I don't know, but I like it white and then that gold looking on it. But look at all that distressing. Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful. Y'all, I'm telling you, that painting tore my hand up. Tore it up. But anyway, and then you just turn your little thing there, open it up, and look. And I'll show y'all what it looks like with sewing supplies in it, okay? You can put whatever you want in here. I don't care. Is it perfect? No. Is it handmade? Absolutely. Anyways, isn't it beautiful? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Man, I'm taking a long time. I'm really showing y'all this fabric. Hold on. Okay. It's fixing to switch. I see it. There it is with sewing supplies. Y'all, this thing holds a ton of stuff. I'm not kidding. All this fits in there comfortably. And then you could pack more in there. So, yeah. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Until next time, remember, you are a blessing. Goodbye.